At this time, I'm going to introduce David Spady, who's with Americans for Prosperity and Salem Communications. And David will be our moderator for the afternoon. Please welcome David Spady.
Well, I'm glad to be with you here from Ventura County. It was funny, the weather down here didn't get the memo on global warming. I drove over from San Diego yesterday and there was a foot of snow on the ground on the pass coming through. Unusual for this part of the country. We're glad to have you out today, and this early session is going to be focused on some of the technical aspects of the green agenda and how it's being implemented at the local level. And we have several professionals here that are going to cover a lot of different areas, so it's going to be a real treat for you. I know everybody up here could probably spend half a day on the subjects they're going to talk to you about, but we're going to have each of them speak for about 15 to 20 minutes and share with you their experiences in dealing with the radical environmental agenda here in California. Our local state assemblyman, Brian Nastandi, was unable to make it, but he does support this forum, and we wanted to share something that he had sent for you guys today.
Hey, Christina, Brian Nastandi. I want to talk to you. I've read up in your honor here on all the Agenda 21 stuff. I've tasked my staff with looking in to see if there's anything in the state code in reference to this stuff here. And so if there is anything that we're doing at the state level, we're going to look into repealing that. Anyways, call me whenever you'd like.
So our first two speakers are going to get down into some of the details as far as how local planners are dealing with this agenda. And these are two people with a wealth of experience. The first is Robert Righetti. He's a municipal planning director and engineer. He has over 30 years experience in the field of civil engineering. He's worked for over 20 cities in Southern California performing development review and peer review of environmental documentation. And we also have with us Jim Morrissey, who has spent 31 years in the field planning area and serves as a principal planner and planning director for numerous cities in the Inland Empire. He has a master's degree in public administration and a bachelor's in urban planning, and has taught urban planning at Cal Poly Pomona and UCR. So they're going to team up and address us now.
Our job basically has been the implementation of the regulations and the regulatory element that has been passed on down to us either through the state or the feds or the local government. The key that we have come to grips with here is that there's a basic mindset that we have to have in order to do our job. We can't forget the fact that we have a founding constitution, something that guides what we do. But as planners and as processors for development applications, we're now having to change what we do because of the regulations. So Jim is going to talk briefly about what's changed in that regard. And the key is that sustainability has basically kind of changed the game for what planners have done for many years. The idea is that we're now having to do or wear a different kind of hat than what we've traditionally done. And we'll explain more about that as we go through the afternoon session, as you hear from the rest of the speakers. This quotation that we have up here is a quotation that came from the American Planning Association Guide, and they have bought into sustainability full force because it's big business. So we'll start out basically with what planners are expected to do. And essentially it's equitably meet human needs, not hinder future generations, preserve and protect the environment and natural resources, and balanced approach with nature. That's essentially what sustainability kind of drives down to. When you think about all the context of those terms, there's a lot in there. There's a lot that has to be thought about that we don't normally deal with.